Hi, crafty friends. So you guys, I've had this piece of vintage silver for a while. I'm sure at some point there was like like a dish or something that went inside of it. And I finally thought, let's make it into a riser. So you could do this with wood if you wanted to, but I'm just taking these two Dollar Tree signs and I'm just tracing it out on the inside just because I was like, not the inside. Yes, the inside. Sorry. But I was like, I guess I could do it on the outside, but I decided to do the inside because see where I made the mark? I'm going to actually cut a little bit farther out than that because I want this to kind of set on the top of it. I don't want it to go down, down inside this silver piece. So I'm just using my box cutter, and I love these signs from Dollar Tree because once you kind of score them a few times, you can bend it a little bit, score again, and then they just pop right off, which easy peasy. And like I said, you could totally do this with wood if you had the tools to do it, but I thought, man, we could just do it with this. So since these are a little bit, they kind of bow a little bit, the signs do. So what I did was I thought one of the pieces that I ended up cutting off, I thought, ooh, we could put that along the back. And then if we wanted to, we could do a little bit more on the sides, on the reverse side of this, which would be the bottom of it. And then we can just paint it up and then you don't really, nobody knows. So I kind of used this blue tape to, lined up my pencil marks, and then that way I could do the center part. And then here's where I thought, let's just kind of make this thing a little bit more sturdy. And because like I said, they do bow a little bit. Like if you're doing this with wood, obviously you wouldn't have to do this part, but sometimes when we're using Dollar Tree stuff, we got to just kind of like beef it up a little bit. And I thought this would be the perfect way to do it, and it turned out great. So now I set it back on top, and then I'm going to use because I was like, I need it to sand it. This thing is supposed to be a rectangle, but it's a little wonky pants. So I just started sanding, and then would just match right up with the edge of that. That way I didn't, go too far, too much sanding on one point. So this worked out really, really great. And once I would do one side, then I would put the tape back on, flip it around, and just kind of kept working all around it again so that it just matches up perfectly. So then what I decided to do was I'm going to put this, I think this is like burnt ember. And so I'm going to do, this is my first layer. And once I got it on there, it was looking super red. The brown was more red than I wanted it to be. And I think just because we're not painting actual wood, but I was going to just stress it anyways. So I just put this is just a wood shim, lots of paint on there, big, huge chunks of it. And I'm just going to start going in all different directions because I want this to look like layers of paint that have been like on this board for a hot minute. We need this to look old. Now you could totally skip this part if you're doing wood and you could just stain it or paint it, whatever you want. But I just love everything that looks old and like it's been around. So, anyways, like I said, look, hello, lots of chippy paint. All right, friends, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to follow the page for more crafts.